And a very happy Wednesday to everybody. I'm not here. I'm not here. It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday for me, but it's Wednesday for you, unless you're watching this on Thursday. But I'm not here in my office right now. It's all a trick. It's all in your imagination. Instead, I am hopefully visiting my dad, who is sort of getting better and then sort of slips back a little bit. It's a good time, but I do appreciate everyone's support from this channel. It's been tougher on my mom than anybody else because she is, by his side, and so if anything, I add a little extra strength and good vibes for my mom out there. I do want to kind of get us off on the right foot though. So we got some throwbacks here. I like some throwbacks. Do you like some throwbacks? I like some throwbacks. Throwback a whiskey, throwback a gin. Let's do Point Blank 1959 shares this. Look. It's behind the scenes with Marsley and Leslie in season 3. Outlander Online shares this one, or had this one on their archive, is what I'm going to guess. So, yay! Props to Outlander Online. Props to Point Blank 1959 for making sure they say where they got this from. And it's got Lauren Lyle and Keith Fleming, of course. Outlander season 3 are hashtagged here. And that's just a nice picture. She looks so happy. I like it. I like it, so I'm gonna share it. I got another one though that's fun because I feel like Claire is back in time because she's getting the heavy mascara put on. Point Blank 1959. Oh, I should say forward in time, back in time for us, but not back in far in time for Jamie. Anyway, Point Blank 1959 says, "Happy weekend, folks." 3 days ago, Jamie and Claire in makeup for Outlander. Not recent, no, because again, I think this is too modern for Claire back in the day. Maria Louise, Sam Hugh, and Caitriona Balfe. And Outlander behind the scenes, all hashtagged and edited and all that fun stuff here for. And she has that I did never thought of doing that. Put something underneath your eyes while you're doing your makeup so that you don't mess up under your eyes. Because sometimes, because I don't do my makeup very often, and so my eyes will water just because they're like, "What are you doing to me? We don't do this." And when I try to put on eye makeup, I still like to wear it from time to time, but I think this would help so that you don't get the gunk, under your eyes. You know what I'm talking about. And then I look at and Sam has a boo boo. Sam has a boo boo, but he has also a big smile. So happy to be there. Yay, we're at work. Although I'm not sure Katrina is making a similar face. But we'll just keep on Sam for a little bit longer here. Point Blank 1959 shares this one as well. Alex Nerosi teasing Sam at the Eagle Rider Miami game last week. I know one of you, and I want to say Stacy, but I could be wrong. Somebody was talking about him being at the game last week, and they weren't sure. There was a side by side of him at a Raiders game and then this game as well, where Nerosi's poking him in the face. They tease each other, okay? They spend a lot of time together on these tours, especially, and so I think they do. They just get a little goofy. Alex Nerosi, edited by I Dream of Jamie. Charlier Pat is also named on here, and Anna Laura. Exposition of Love, Sam Hune, Alex Nerosi, Eagle Rider, Miami, okie dokie. That's all the little hashes and ats. We got a very pretty picture of his pretty eyes. That's just, oh, goodness gracious. And then a slightly fuzzier picture of his pretty eyes. And yeah, there's a whole, let's see if this video is on here. If not, I should have added it, but it may be on here where they're like, "You're talking to me, I'm talking to you, blah, 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 blah." You know what I'm talking about, blah, 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 blah. We're going to see, maybe that video is on here. No, you know what? I'll just have to find it and stick it in here. And it's Kathy Slavic to the rescue here. Kathy did send this to me in message. I knew I had it somewhere. I had hearted it and I hadn't saved it. So Forever Sassenach shared this via Kathy Slavic. Sorry about that. So funny. And yeah, so I mean, Alex is irritating Sam here on part of it, and I can't play the music because Justin Timberlake, they're not saying anything, and then Jamie's doing the I'm sorry, but yeah, that's the thing you do with your kids when they annoy the heck out of you and they're complaining about, they only got 3 scoops of ice cream. Although who needs 3 scoops of ice cream? They only got 1 scoop of ice cream when they ought to have 2. Blah, 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 blah. Something goofy. Although, yeah, like I said, they just spend so much time together. It's ridiculous. Forever Sassenach just says, so funny. And it is. They're almost 5 years old at this point is what I'm thinking. I've had a kid or two, and yeah, it's either parents annoyed by their kids or the kids have learned this and they want to annoy the people around them. Yay! And while someone said any picture with Sam shirtless is good, so look. Here's one. Point blank 1959 shared this one. Sam Hewn is Jacob Silver. In an awkward moment in bed, Julian Hudson, this mermaid Jules, Pinterest, Sam Hewn, and this is from When the Starlight Ends movie. I'm sorry, I always want to read it. Starlight Ends this, and it doesn't, that's not what it is. When the Starlight Ends, the movie. And our first post comment here says, definitely doesn't look awkward to me. No, mine looks perfectly fine to me. Yeah, let's just sit here for a minute and, you know, okay, no, we're much better than that. We'll do that on our own time. We got more pictures though here. This one is Outlander Online. Is one of Joey Phillips and his pup Minnie. We met Minnie last week. Joey Phillips on Instagram shared this one originally, and there's Minnie, and they're on like this on sand dunes. I don't. Are you? It must be chilly because I don't know that I've ever gone to a beach or sand dune where it wasn't like summertime and you're in either shorts or a bathing suit. But he's just out with Minnie, getting exercise, having fun, taking pictures of the cutest little dog. Oh my goodness gracious! I love the coloring. I love it's like almost not marbling, but it's like I want to be a Dalmatian. No, little polka dotted in it. No, it's just got the cute browned out eyes and a little matching nose, and oh my goodness. Oh, and see, that's the best picture of all right there. They're just walking together. And hopefully, some dogs, it takes them a little time to understand how to walk on the leash. Um, Bobby, who is our big eyed, pit, not part pit. He's a bug. He's part Boston Terrier and part pug. He's a bug. So he's got those big eyes. And he is like every ADH kid with way too much sugar and no regular routine to stick to. He's like every child you ever met all squished into one dog who's just hyper all the time and just so excited and loving. But walking him on a leash is a challenge. And have some more pictures of Richard Rankin, who I find myself strangely more attracted to after checking out this post. I have a thing for smart guys, nerdy guys. Point blank, 1959 shares a very nice pic of Richard Rankin. Yes, it is a very nice picture. Again, with the blue eyes. My goodness. Scottish actor and photographer. Besides that, with a BS in computer science. See, and that's where my nerd comes out. Oh, really? We could talk computers. Okay. And recently certified pilot. Also, very hot. E! News. This was from an E! News something or other. Jan Mounts, Johan, and Shabby Love 78, Rick Rakin, all hashtagged and added there for us. There are some more pictures, so let us find out. See, that's another one. It looks very serious. That looks like more like a Rebus advertisement promo photo. You know what I'm saying? Just because that, and that one just looks like, hi, I'm Richard, the very studious photographer. That does not pilot Richard. That is a photographer Richard. Doesn't he look a little artsy there? I think so. And back to shirtless people. Point blank 1959 shares this one. David Barry behind the scenes in makeup in One, getting ready for the intimacy scene with Claire in season 7B. We don't hold that against him. We knew it was coming. Wasn't his choice. It's all right. OutlanderOnline.com and Sharon rated 25. Pinterest, Mr. David Barry, and Outlander season 7B all hashtagged and added here for us. So yeah, we don't hold it against him, and it wasn't like the worst moment watching him be shirtless in bed. It's just the person he was in bed with that's a bit of a problem. And our first post on here says, Caitriona is very lucky she had intimate scenes with three gorgeous men, Tobias, Sam, and David. And while personally Tobias isn't my type as far as like attractiveness, he's by no means an unattractive guy. He's a very good looking fella. But you know what I mean. You see somebody and you're like, oh, that's my type, or not so much. But not by no means ugly. By no means am I saying that at all. Good looking fellas. We just have preferences, and Sam and David slightly more on my preference side. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Now, I did want to finish us off with this because yesterday we found out that not yesterday for you guys, day before yesterday, that Caitlin got herself noticed and written up about her activism for human rights in a magazine. And here we have this really terrific spoken poem, lover spoken poems, every one of them. I have yet to hear one that I'm like, oh, that one's not her best. These are great. Caitlin O'Ryan and two others share this one, though, and I thought, you know what, let's end this with a really nice poem that will either make us feel very guilty, very strong, or just open our minds a bit. I do enjoy them. It says, an extract from my poem, Questions for My Conscience, as part of my headline set for Spit Nights Groove Verse. I would love to be able to go to one of these. It would be awesome, you know?
How much capacity do you have for tragedy? Are you getting so numb that it's losing the gravity? How much more space can you give to the rage till it gets so consuming you choose not to engage? How many more fucks can you practically give about strangers unknown who are fighting to live? Is your image worth more than the things you abhor? You claimed you'd never be complicit, now you're feeling less sure. If you post but don't oppose, are your politics for show? Are you weary? Are you wary? Is it all too fucking scary? Are you getting tired of caring? Are you muting out the blaring? Is it tearing you apart? Or you don't know where to start? Find your heart. Find your humanity. Hold your own through this depravity. If you are seeing something, shout it. Put your money where your mouth is. This is more than you and likes. This is basic human rights. Say it with your chest. Don't wait for something else to come along that's even worse. This is not some first rehearsal. Violence breeds violence. It sleeps in our silence. It rests and restores and returns more deplorable. Use your voice for those who can't. Use your voice because you still can. Hold on to your integrity. Nurture it authentically because eventually you will be asked, who are you and what is it that you stand for? I hope to God you know the answer.
Now, if I had to skip this, then you know what? Members are going to see it, no problem. There's some music in the background. So it will depend on if I can show it to you guys or not. Okay. But hopefully we're able to see this. Hopefully it didn't get dinged. Very good. See, I don't have to get political. I'll just let Caitlin do it. Although I'm about to break down and do a post that I've been trying not to do, but they needs to be done. I'm not doing it now, though. I do think that I'm done with this, though. Yes, okay. So if you enjoyed this video, the information you got from it, the crazy purple lady who won't shut up, please give this video a like. If you just come back here all the time because I am fascinating, please subscribe and hit that notifications bell so you'll know when the next video comes out. Do not forget, tomorrow, 2:30, I should be live here. If not, I don't know. I've probably gotten into a terrible accident and will either need everybody in my family will just be in the hospital. Having a great time. Wish my dad luck, wish my uncle luck. Thank you so much for the thoughts and prayers from everybody, from the good vibes, for anything you're putting out in the atmosphere that is positive. Don't do it just for me. Do it for your family, for your friends, for any around you. We kind of all need that uplifting spirit and some joy and a reason not to scream. I will attempt to do a post, a video later about everything that's been bringing me down, other than my father's health, which I'm probably more hopeful about than anything else, to be honest. So, but that is in part from you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, of course, for coming, stopping by, having a watch of this video. I appreciate that. Thanks to my members so much for the extra support. I will be heading out to do things and have been able to watch my little savings account for my vehicle go up and up and up. So I appreciate the extra support so much. Of course, if you want to be a member, all you have to do is join below. Doesn't take very much. I tried to make it as reasonable as I could. And I thank you in advance if you do join us. Don't forget, members, we got a meeting on the 15th, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, PM, not AM. I ain't getting up that early. Well, I'm already up that early. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh, I need to go. If you didn't get enough Outlander information, want to hear more about the cast, hear about what we think about the first episodes of Outlander, or say season 7 part B, or The Couple Next Door, we got reviews down there, loads of playlists, loads of fun. Go choose one, whichever one you are in the mood for. But no matter what you choose, I'll see you there.